Yo, people, is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. CB 1 million. First on my name, the captain, the secretary of defense, the commander in chief of MCGA, make Chelsea great again. The world champs. We have to add the world champs at the end. I'm currently living my name. I'm officially CB 1 million, as we've touched 1 million likes on TikTok. Big up everyone that's been involved in the movement. It's crazy that the growth has been, and now I need a milli cash next. So that's what we're doing. We spot that one into existence. Shout out everyone that's been part of the cause. Salute to everybody there. Let's get into the nitty gritty. So everyone's tagging me. Oh, CB, your boy Fofana. Everyone knows I rate Fofana very highly. He's my favorite centre back at the club. I think he is our best centre back. I want to make this very clear. I'm drinking a cup of tea at the same time. I hope you don't mind. I don't know. This is how I like the color of my tea. Like my brownings. Anyway. Everyone's been hitting up to me, getting me up. Your boys Fofana for time. They've been getting on to me for time about this Fofana stuff. I want to make this very clear. Fofana is our best centre back. I hope we're all in agreement here. He is our best centre back. Our season went to shit the moment he went down and got injured. Prior to his injury, we was in title race discussions. We went through a slump, a bad run of form, and our season never really recovered until the end in terms of the cup competitions. But our league campaign was through him. Like, as long as we're all on the same page here, we're not gonna like make shit up and that whatever. Boom. Now it's come to like people's attention first thing in the morning, which threw me off, yeah, because guys are like crashing out. Wesley Fofana has removed everything except Chelsea from his Instagram, and it's this and this outrage. Leave my club, you wretched cunt. Probably pulled a muscle doing so. And I'm thinking, disrespecting the club. And I'm thinking to myself, first, let's just keep it Frank, no Lampard. Who's going out of their way first thing in the morning? This was like 7 a.m., 8 a.m. on a weekday. Certain men ain't even brushed their teeth. Certain men still have the crack in their eye. And they've seen this and they've gone out of their way to see my man's archive through his pictures. And I'm thinking to myself, why is this even outrage? What about if this was just a thing where he's hit up a baddie and, you know what I'm saying, he's just trying to make the aesthetics look calm? We've all done it though. Do you know what I'm saying? She might even be a baddie that, I don't know, played like she's chatted to youths that played for Chelsea. So he's like, let me kind of disassociate because these things don't really know better. Let me just slap the France thing and let me hit up this baddie, get it done, and then I'll put my stuff back. Who knows? Because I've been there. You get what I'm saying? We know how it goes. So I'm not even thinking anything too deep. I'm just looking at certain man a bit funny because I'm asking myself, why do you care? In terms of like generally like, why are you going out your way to check a man's Instagram and then you notice, oh, raw? Because he's been someone that's been put on a microscope by our fan base for quite some time. This isn't the first time he's been on Instagram and done something and there's been a crisis mode. I remember in the Club World Cup at the time when he posted a baby picture of him with a T-shirt that said Marseille on it. And at the time, I looked at it and I just said, oh, like, it's a baby picture. I brushed it. Fan base crashing out. Oh my God, leave the club, brother. He was like 5 here. He's even had to comment, this is not a Marseille football team, it's just a T-shirt, the name of the city I was born in, I'm proud to represent my city. Like, brother, like, why is this even a thing? Why has this caused so much controversy? And then he's not, everyone's like, oh, well, he should focus on his recovery. We're going to address so much in this video, yeah, because I feel like this is about time. This is a perfect time for us to actually talk about the way you lot perceive these footballers and how this needs to change. But you lot are all crashing out about him and his baby post. So he's now posted on his gram when he was in training because everyone's like, we want to just see your recovery. Shut up, get back on the pitch, get fit, which is fair as the fan base to say that because when I boxed for Fofana, the first thing I said to him is, you better stay fit next season, Wes. And that's not a diss to him. That's not disrespect to him. That's just, as the fan base, you know, this is all what we all feel. You fully fit for us, Wes. We win the league. I will say that with my chest. If we had Lavia and Fofana fully fit for a whole season, we win the league. There's not even a debate. We don't even have to argue it. I swear down. I can put my bottom dollar on that. So when I'm saying, Wes, you need to stay fit this season, it's not no disrespect. When I saw Lavia and I said, you need to stay fit this season, it's no disrespect. That's just what the fan base would want to tell you if they saw you in person as the people's champ, as the voice of reason in this fan base. There's the bridge between the fans and the players is man. So if I'm seeing all of these youths and I'm telling them, yo, I can't lie, you need to stay fit, because I know that's what the fans want to say to you. All the other disrespect that comes with it, that's separate. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of your fitness, it benefits us all. So that's a separate issue. But everyone's always saying, crying, oh, well, we want to see upgrades on the pitch. We don't want to see these antics on Instagram. Cool. This was 2 weeks ago. He posted on the gram, they like to talk too much. He's on the pitch, new training kit, platinum blonde dyed hair. This is a whole nother separate issue, which I think it's mad. Do you know what I'm saying? This is woke, in my opinion. I think the moment you dyed your hair platinum blonde, things started dying left. When you didn't have your hair platinum blonde, you was playing well. You and Colbert was doing well. You even kept 2 clean sheets back to back. I was thinking, okay, we've got something here. And then you dyed your hair and things went left. But that's a separate topic, innit? That's just us chatting shit for the fun of it. He put the caption, they like to talk too much, which I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. You man do like to talk too much. I like to talk too much. We all talk too much. You man literally crashed out over his baby picture of him in a Marseille kit. In a baby picture. It wasn't even a kit. Brother, I've got baby pictures, yeah. I don't even want to say it. Like, I've got baby pictures of man in Barcelona kits, bro. So if I posted that, a guy's going to crash out on me. Like, this is the thing. Like, so then this is the comments. What does this mean? Well, hope he plays too. He's starting to piss me off. He talks too. But brother, what are you? Shut the fuck up, highest earners. Brother, why have you taken offense to this? Why is this? Why have you not? This could even been a dig at Jamie Carragher and all of these pundits that discredit us and all of that. Why have the fan base taken it as a personal insult to them that they just want to talk too much? That means you man are talking too much. And there's a guilty conscience, clearly, because I see this Fofana situation and I'm going to keep it a stack hundo. In my opinion, I don't think he's done anything so far on social media, which is mad. We're going to get to what he's done today, but in the lead up to that, because they're acting as if this is a common theme, like this is a reoccurring theme. Even from him posting this, he's always talking, here we go again. And I'm thinking, what has he done? Do you know what I'm saying? What have you done wrong? I think us as a fan base, it's not even a fan base, in terms of football culture right now in the UK, we have a serious issue when it comes to the shut up and dribble nature of things. Shut up and dribble, shut up and dribble, shut up and dribble. Like, it's like the NBA back in the day, 20 years ago, 15 years ago. Like, I wish we had a Kevin Durant version of in the Premier League who's just chat shit. Like, you give him verbal on Twitter and he gives you verbal back, bro. Allow it. Like, you can't chat to man type thing. Like, I want to see more of that from the players, because these men are not robots. They're not NPCs. These men aren't robots. They're human. What I found over the past couple months, I'll say, is the injury-prone players, and I don't know if this is like a rude thing to say, calling you man injury-prone. It isn't no disrespect. It's love always. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. What I found, though, is that the injury-prone players are much more chronically online than the others, which is understandable. You need to understand that their job is a very isolated business. Do you know what I'm saying? They are so isolated. They keep to themselves 24/7. They don't really have any opportunity to express themselves, things they don't like, because they get villainized like this. And this isn't me talking about the Isak situation, and I don't care. That ain't got nothing to do with my club and gentleman agreements. This is a whole nother thing. I'm saying in general, you can have a shit day at work and you can come home and say, I can't lie, I hate my manager and I hated work today, and put down your Snapchat story or tweet it or make a TikTok about it, and it's not the end of the world. However, these guys have no opportunity to say the slightest thing that they're not happy about. It's always an issue, and I don't understand it. And this is when the things like the double standards in the fan base get brought in, because for me, I feel like there's a massive double standard between certain players in the fan base. But I want to lay this all out there for the people, because I feel like there's double standards in the fan base. People play FC, people have their favorites, people start being disingenuous with certain things they say. There's valid criticism, and I'm never afraid to criticize when the players have done wrong, which we'll get to. But as a fan base, and it's not so I'm going to just call it a spade, yeah? I'm going to say some things which I think are facts. I'm going to call it a spade. As the people's champ, I feel like my thing has always been, let me keep it 100 at all times. I'll call out the players when they move mad. I'll call out the directors, the manager, and even the fan base when we move mad as a collective. I think in this instance, two people are in the wrong. Both of us are in the wrong, the fan base and the player. In terms of the fan base, I'll address it first. I'm just going to say some statements. At any point you man think I'm chatting shit, tell me I'm chatting shit. Wesley Fofana is our best centre-back. When Wesley Fofana fully fit, if we had Lavia and Fofana fully fit for a whole season, we win the league. when Wesley Fofana was fully fit at the first half of the season, we were entitled conversations. We was 2 points off top with a game in hand, scheduled to face Everton at Goodison Park. We would have been top of the table on Christmas Day. I haven't seen anything like that since 2017. Then he decided to put platinum blonde dye in his hair and S-curl his hair and all of this mad stuff, and he got injured. He double jinxed himself. It is what it is. The moment he went injured, our season went to shit. Now, this is where the double standards come in from our fan base. He was injured. He rushed back from injury. Obviously, Maresca said he was out for the season. He rushed back from injury to be available for us against Leicester at home. He done a shift for us as well. We kept the clean sheet that game, and he came and he was available for us away from home against Arsenal when everyone was unfit. When we had a super crisis and our season was on the line. He re-aggravated his injury by doing that. So a man who's now re-aggravated his injury to be available for us on the business side end of the season for our badge at the end of the day. For our badge is the guys that everyone is slandering. Now, in terms of what he's done today, firstly, anyone that's going out of their way to go and pre a man's archives, in my opinion, you are a chips. Who cares what these men are doing? You man are finding this at 7 in the morning. They're still sleeping you man's eyes. They're sleeping you man's eyes. You man ain't even brushed your teeth. Some men are digging in their arsehole, and you're going out your way to see, oh, what did Wesley Fofana do on his Instagram at 7 a.m.? So whoever's gone out their way to actually find this and report that he's taking Chelsea off his gram, you man, you're a chips. I hope you know that, because we're holding everyone accountable in this video. You're a chips. Now, where Wes went wrong, in my opinion, I don't know the story, because for all I know, he could be just trying to DM a baddie, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you just want to archive a couple things, make it look a bit fresh for the aesthetics, and you can hit them up. I know them ones. We've all been there. So I don't know the ins and outs. I don't know what this means. People assuming it's, oh, disrespecting the club. We don't know that. Now, Wes, if this is a situation where you got an angle with the club, we don't know that because nothing's been said to us. If this is an angle where you're showing you've got an angle for our club, you're moving like it's BBM back in the day, and it's don't ping black wall profile picture. Don't ping me. Leave me alone. Them ones not in the mood. Like, you're moving like that. And I hope that ain't the case. I don't even think that's the case. But now, this is where my issue with the fan base comes in as well. Again, because you need to understand these injury-prone players are super chronically online. They are so isolated as professional athletes. And this is the issue that I want to change within football. And I feel like Chelsea will be the club to end up doing it first because of the way these lot move online. And I actually love it, bro. I feel like as a fan base here, we need to have some sort. I feel like I do my role as the liaison between the fans and the players. Because I bucked these, man. This isn't an issue for me to buck them. And I told them how it is. The same way when I bucked Lavia and I bucked Fofana. What was the thing I said to them in the video? A lot of people bang jokes. You didn't keep the same energy. The one thing I said to them in the video was, you guys better stay fit next season. That's what everyone would have liked for us to say. That's what everyone would have liked for me to do. And anyone bucked into any of these players, some man might have been disrespectful, all of that, whatever. You're not cool for doing that, by the way. But at the end of the day, everyone would want to tell them, stay fit next season. Because we know when you guys are fully fit, we are challenging for titles. We're challenging for titles. It's no if much babies dressing it up as anything else, the more than it needs to be. That's a fact. So then when he's posted, but this is when now it gets weird. This is when it's like, okay, you man are moving weird. When he's posting baby pictures of himself on the gram, on his IG story, or as his display picture, and he's got his hood on his t-shirt, brother, I've got a West Ham kit that says Dagenham Motors on it. West Ham are the pagans, but it's got my hood on it. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is a baby picture of him. Guys are crashing out. So disrespectful. Leave the club. All of this. And my guy, what are you on about? Because if Cole Palmer rocked something that said Manchester on there, no one would have said anything to him. This is just double standard. This is why my platform got built out of me calling out. I've always been the guy that stood up for the guys that no one rated. Where the fan base used to scapegoat. Conor Gallagher, Ben Chilwell, Robert Sanchez, Colwell, even when I realized, right, I can't like guys are going a bit too ham on Colwell. Do you know what I'm saying? I've always been the guy who defends the ones that are actually being put as scapegoats, because I don't think it's fair. Because if I was to now make a video slandering Enzo Fernandez, all his fans are going to be in the comments, you're taking the piss, that's not fair, back your club, why are you hating against your club? If I did a video calling out Cole Palmer, these are the players I rate. Cole Palmer, I rate highly. You man know I rate Cole Palmer. Nico Jackson, I rate highly. You man know I rate Jackson. But when it's coming to a point where you man decide, you pick and choose who you want to call out. Yeah, let's cool out. Let's get onto Wesley Fofana. Let's get onto Chilwell. Get out my club. Oh, Jackson, your dog shit. This and that. But if the lap misses a sitter and we crash out on him, oh, give him time. There's always been a double standards. Oh, Sanchez is the worst thing in the world all of a sudden. But if I was to say Enzo was shit last week, it's, oh, that's not fair. Back your players. If we want to back our players, let's back our players for real then. Do you know what I'm saying? Because now it's coming like, you man are his pagans. This is what I was trying to say when I met these youths. Like, you man are under the impression that these players who play for our club are actually our pagans. They are not our pagans. If we're being completely honest with each other, this not success is our happiness. That's what I'm trying to say. These man's success is our happiness. Because if they bang and these not win trophies, who's the ones that are celebrating? If these not lose games, who are the ones that are crashing out? It's us, man. It's us, man. So then this is what I don't understand. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even like, this is what you guys are now coming on a thing where it's like, my guy, anything these youths post on the net, it's the end of the world. And I don't understand how it's got like this, because this is my thing. I give valid criticism. If you had a shit game, I'm gonna call you. I grew up in an era where we all played goals. Like we used to go goals, we used to play in the cage. If you have a shit game, you're getting bantered for maybe 2 days until you play next time. That's what we're on. So if you've had a dead game and we've lost or whatever, I'm gonna bang my jokes and get onto you. It's nothing personal. I don't hate you. I'm not a hater. I don't want you to fail in life. I'm just gonna grill you for having a shit game. The same way if we was doing fuckery and guys wanted to grill, man, it is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? You're in that's just unfortunately how shit goes. And I don't want I'm saying the way I'm talking like this is because I've realized man's actually got a serious voice. I've got reach. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even trying to sound like I'm not trying to talk up my thing too much, but I've got reach. These man watch what I'm saying. And now that I've realized these man watch what I'm saying, I want to always make sure that I am, once again, the bridge between the fans and the players, because when you man move mad, I'm going to tell you, Wes, if this is actually an issue and you're done with Chelsea and you've done that, you've kind of caused a scene, which is kind of wet. I don't think that's the case. From what I've seen from you, you don't give me the impression you want to leave. You're one of the higher earners, which we'll get to a bit later, but I don't think you want to leave. So for me, I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay. I don't really think this is as deep as it's like everyone's making it out. This could be a thing where generally he wants to just kickstart a new era of Chelsea. He never really hit the ground running. He's just had surgery. He's like, you know what? Let me actually now start, and from this season onwards, we're gonna do some great things. And he wants a fresh start. We don't know none of that. This is the thing. These men when you get injured, you go through therapy. There's no way places you can really express yourself like that. It gets dark, you know. These men are not robots. You might have this shut up and dribble mentality when it comes to these players, especially the injury-prone players. The injury-prone players are the most chronically online guys, because what else are you going to do? They're super isolated. They can't go out on a motive, because what's going to happen if they go out to a motive? They're getting snapped. Oh, you're unserious. You're not fully fit, and you're going partying. Okay, cool. They can't go and vent on social media, because look, Lavia puts on his Snapchat last week. Kept the receipts, remember to stay on that side. This could mean anything. This could be Lavia saying, I'm not going to lie, you man are sleeping on Chelsea, man think our club World Cup weren't valid, saying them more, I'm keeping them receipts, stay on that side, we're going to go and win the league, or we're going to go win the Champions League and prove everyone else. We have no idea what this meant. But these men are acting like he's calling for certain man's heads. The fan base are spending too much time with Fofana. Fofana stealing teammates' phones. I don't give a fuck. Can you stay fit? Brother, we have no clue what these men are talking about. But the smallest thing that they do anytime they want to express themselves, it goes viral. Then it's all the shut up and dribble mentality comes out. Oh, we don't need to see this. Why are you putting this stuff out? Do your own. Like, brother, what? These men are not robots. This is what I want you man to genuinely understand. These men are not robots. It's very difficult for these men to actually express themselves. It's kind of sad, isn't it? But then the argument is, oh, but you man make millions every year, so just deal with it. Like, fam, shut up, man. Like, you man, like you're saying all of this from your bunk bed, bro. And shout out to guys that have the bunk beds, bro. Some men even have bunk beds with no ladder, and they have to, you know what I'm saying, throw themselves up there, but they're giving bare verbal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird to me. But like, look at these reactions now from the fan base. He knows these antics trigger Chelsea fans. Why does he know that? What antics? He's never available. His thought about have accountability, be humble through recovery. Okay, last time he was getting ready to recover, he man was all in the comment section getting onto him. These cryptic messages through social media, what do they mean? So you don't even know what anything he's saying or what he's done even means. Yet you're triggered, you're offended, you're annoyed, you think it's unprofessional, he shouldn't have a... He hasn't said a word. You don't even know what any of this means. He could just once again be having a fresh start. He could have just archived these things because he wants to DM a thing, and one of the man them that plays for Chelsea has already got round one of them, so he needs to kind of act like he isn't really Chelsea, so he can... Like, come on, bro, you know what I'm saying? So then we don't know anything. And then the last one, like I said, shut up and dribble. Shut up and dribble. We need a Kevin Durant in the Premier League. That's what I've clocked. We need a version of Kevin Durant in the Premier League that's gonna just engage with the fans. I think at Chelsea, it would be so nice if there was someone out there who genuinely was... Obviously, you got to be a bit rated, you know. That Robert Sanchez ain't gonna come on Twitter and start going back and forth with guys, and you get me. He's gonna get himself corned. And that one, MCGA PR can't save you if you did that. As much as we were Sanchez FC over here, but this is the thing. We need somebody, even if it's not Chelsea, but in the Premier League, who can engage with the fans and have conversations with them. Whether it's, this is wrong, you got this wrong, this is actually what happened. This is, you know what I'm saying? Some sort of open line of communication, something similar to what Aubameyang used to do with Troops, where you can clear certain things up, and then there's actually a relationship between the players and the fans, and it's understand. Because right now, these fans are just actual tapped youths, especially the online ones. Because I know Fofana can go to the bridge right now and he won't get booed. But this whole shut up, just play, shut up and get on with it. What do you man think these men are? They're not puppets, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just one thing I had to clear up, like on that side of things. Now, Wes, if once again, Wes, if it's genuinely an issue where you are now leaving the club, you feel like you're done. I don't know, for whatever reasons, you and Maresca feel like... I'm not saying that's happened. I'm just saying that is the case, and you're done with Chelsea, and you've archived all your pictures and that, whatever. I'm going to look at you a bit sideways. I don't think that's the case, but I'm going to look at you a bit sideways, my bro, because this is like BBM back in the day when you got in trouble in school or your things locked you off, and then you put a black profile picture and you say, not in the mood, angry, made you, don't pop up. Brother, like... Everyone's going to ask, what's wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't pop up, leave me alone. Them man there that used to just get angry in primary school with the anger tears, and everyone's holding them back and they know they ain't going to throw a bang. It's just because everyone's holding them. It kind of gives them aura. That's what it's given if you are actually trying to leave the club and you're unhappy and this is your way of putting it out there. I don't think that's the case. For all we know, like I said, fam, this guy could have just been shouting a thing and he just looked at his Instagram. I don't know. He might have been trying to go up a tier. You know what I'm saying? He might be hitting up one of these R&B shooties for all I know. You know what I'm saying? You see what Sancho's doing with Sweetie. So he's thinking to myself, I might even try hit up a Thames. Let me try even hit up a Janae Aiko or a Kalani. So he's like trying to, you know what I'm saying, pattern his thing a bit, make the aesthetics look nice, you know, nice and all. He's got his pictures with Mbappe. They would know who Mbappe is. You know what I'm saying? He's making it look a bit like clean and that. You never know. He might even DM the thing where a couple of the Chelsea man them have already got through her. So he's like, this is a bit hot. I ain't trying to put up that I'm Chelsea. She might think, she might not want to give me some. So let me just do it this way. We don't know nothing. But you lot all crashing out. We don't know generally. We actually have no understanding. This could be a thing where he's just come back from surgery and he said, you know what? I want a fresh start. I want to start this season from the moment I play on Friday against West Ham. I'm going to just start posting my Chelsea content. And this is a new start and chapter for me in my Chelsea career. We don't know anything. I'm seeing guys who are on their bunk bed that don't even have a ladder crashing out at 7 in the morning on a weekday about what certain man have archived on their Instagram. Go find God. And I don't care what God you find, whether it's Jehovah, Allah, Buddha, I don't know. You need to put your head down and repent. Because if this is where your responsibilities are at on the morning on a weekday, this is dark. Everyone's tagging me. I'm thinking, have I been cancelled? What have I done now? And it's because certain man have archived their pictures on Instagram. My only issue with Wes is, like I said, he needs to stay fit this season. Fully fit Wes is probably the best defender in our team. So that's my thing with him. From what I know, he's not injured again. So what's the big deal? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't get that. But then this is when I put my conspiracy theorist hat on. Because he's also posted this on his IG story, by the way, Focus on Friday. So he is training, he's fit, he's fine, he's ready to play on Friday. We need him as our defender. Anyway, this is when I put my conspiracy theories on. All the higher earners in the team that are not really contributing often are on the way out. In Nkunku, Carney Chukwemeka, Sterling, Chilwell. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So now, Fofana's amongst those higher earners who not really contribute as much. So now, Maresca said 4 days ago, on terms of the CCB, he can do. He needs to be fit, first of all, and then we can do that. He played 45 minutes in the position, and it was the first half against Bournemouth, but it was probably one of the worst halves since we started. So that's slightly a backhanded compliment from the manager, who's been asking for new centre-backs, who's basically just said Fofana needs to be fit, but, which is something that we all say. You know what I'm saying? It's not an issue. I bet Fofana. I looked him in the eye and said, you better stay fit this season, Wes. It's not that deep. We all say it. There's nothing wrong with saying he needs to be fit, but could it have been taken a wrong way in terms of, you know what I'm saying, what the role he can do for us and all of I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I say, like, I bought these man and I said it straight, like, you better stay fit next season, Wes. Yeah, kept it real. A lot of people said I didn't keep the same energy, though. A lot of men will say to you, I didn't keep the same energy because they expected me to see certain man and bang them in their face. I don't know. But fit next season, Wes. You better stay fit next season. He said, yeah. You got real, man. Kept it G. Kept it G. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So all I'm going to say to just wrap this up, because I've been talking for mad long, is at the end of the day, if this is actually something that upsets you and you're going out of your way to look at these players and what they archive and what they don't, find God. If there's we need to like open a Pandora's box or where these players can actually express themselves freely, communicate with the fans, because the only interactions they have with the fans is online with a lot of these 15-year-old virgins who actually don't even know anything. And then they come to the bridge and the atmosphere is shit most of the time. And that's it. So we need to have some sort of open dialogue between the players and the fans. It's something I've been saying all summer. And as well as that, Wes, if you are trying to say you're done with Chelsea and this is the way you're going about it, that's some light skin, blonde, platinum blonde, Esco, love heart in the back type shit. And I know you ain't on that. I rate you way too much. You're way too G. You're from Marseille. Marseille's where it gets popping. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Shout out La Fouine and Bouba and them man there. I know how it gets down in Marseille. And if that's how you're moving, that's soft. And I know Benzema School of Thought would not appreciate that. That's all I'm gonna say. So I don't think you're doing that. Make Chelsea great again. Let's get these 3 points on Friday. Grit, bow. I'm off.